They say the water remembers. And off the coast of Georgia, there's a place where the ocean still whispers the names of the brave. A place where men and women shackled in iron chose something unthinkable. Not rebellion, not submission. They chose the sea. This is the story of the Igbo landing, a story they tried to erase, but the tide remembers. The year was 1803. A slave ship, the Wanderer, had just arrived off the coast of Georgia after weeks at sea. Below deck, packed in darkness, chained ankle to ankle, were over 75 Igbo men, women, and children. Warriors, farmers, mothers, elders. People stolen from the heart of Igbo land, now breathing stale air beneath a slaver's flag. But unlike others, these captives were not broken. They whispered prayers not for escape, but for power. Mamuga akporo anyinulo. The spirits will carry us home. Sound shifts to lapping waves, a dinghy splashing, birds calling. When the ship docked at St. Simon's Island, the enslavers offloaded their human cargo. Shackled and silent, the Igbo were herded into small boats to be ferried ashore. But as they approached land, something changed. One of the men began chanting in Igbo, another joined, then a woman, then more. Eyes met, heads nodded. They weren't pleading, they were deciding. A decision not made in fear, but in faith. According to legend, they stood up, still in chains, and walked calmly into the sea. One by one, as they entered the water, the captors screamed, gunshots rang. But the Igbo did not stop. They walked into the waves, deeper, shoulder high, until the chains pulled them. The water brought us, the water will take us back. The slavers called it madness. The plantation owners called it loss. But the West African slaves knew better. They called it liberation. They say the spirits of the Igbo still linger at that spot. That if you stand on the shores of Igbo landing at dawn, you can hear the chains rattle beneath the waves, or feel the ocean pull gently at your feet, as if it's calling you to remember. The story of the Igbo landing isn't just about resistance. It's about a people so connected to spirit, to dignity, and to freedom, that death was not the end, but the way home. It's a reminder that even in the darkest moments of history, the human spirit cannot be enslaved, not by chains, not by ships, not by fear, and that sometimes the strongest act of rebellion is to say no and walk away, even into the sea. This was the story of the Igbo landing, a story not found in every textbook, but whispered in every wave. If you felt this story, share it. Tell someone, because history isn't just what we remember, it's what we refuse to forget. Subscribe for more stories from Chronicles of Africa, where Africa's history speaks.
Welcome to Igbo land here in Georgia. This place is very historical. The Igbo slaves who came here committed instead of serving the slave masters. What happened? The slave masters went to Igbo land, meet with the kings of Igbo land, told the kings, listen, we need your best men. This is not slavery, no more slavery in the world. They've abolished slavery. We just need your men to train your men in America. So the king released their best men. These guys got to this place, saw other black men with chains, and they said to themselves, listen, instead of us to serve a white master, we would rather go back to the water spirit. You know what they did? They held themselves together and jumped inside this water.
Slaves, and they chose to end their lives rather than be slaves, and all jumped in the water, chained together, and went to
meet their ancestors.
They did. That's what I've been told. Hopefully they are at peace and with their people now. Some strange things happen in the house from time to time. Playful mischief, you know.
Like some strange things happen here time to time.
From time to time, yeah.
Like, have you ever seen the strange thing?
No, but things get moved about during the night sometimes.
Like things just move around here.
Yeah, just like a like an object will be in a different place.
Place.
Yeah.
Do you feel there's need to appease the spirit, to finally put this to rest?
I feel they're at peace, and I don't think they're evil or
Oh, they are
bad.
not evil. They
They're,
just still walk around the vicinity.
yeah, I think they're good
Good
spirits.
spirit.
I never felt any evil in my
Evil,
heart.
huh? Or have you ever feel nervous like, oh, what is this?
No, I just feel like a presence is there, but it's not an evil
It's not harmful.
spirit.
So in case if you don't believe in spirit, you've heard him, right? He said, sometimes some strange things will just be walking here at night. You just imagine a white man telling you this thing. And some of you don't believe in the spirit. So meaning that their spirit is still lives here. I'm not going to lie. So the best way is just to appease them as soon as possible to finally put their spirit to rest because they're still here. They're still here. We are in Igbo land here in Georgia. And I'm just trying to imagine the torture they went through, the pain, the cry, the agony they went through to finally give up to the ghost. This is what they mean by saying the Igbo people don't like to serve anybody. True, they don't like to. They would rather kill themselves instead of being a slave. We are here in Georgia.